A Plague Tale Requiem is around the corner, so now is the perfect time for a quick recap of the events that led to the sequel. I'm Becky from Respawn First, and this is Respawn Recap. About 800 years before the events of A Plague Tale Innocence, an ancient curse presented itself during the Justinian Plague. This curse, known as the Prima Macula, was passed down generations in certain people. It allowed the carrier to control infected rats. To keep this curse from the general public, all information regarding the Prima Macula was hidden inside a book called Sanguinis Itinera. A Plague Tale Innocence begins in 1348 in the south of France, where the young girl Amicia lives with her family. She is the daughter of a retired knight, Robert de Rune, who served King Philip IV during the war against England. Her mother, Beatrice, is a successful alchemist trying to find a cure for Amicia's younger brother Hugo, who is born with a Prima Macula. Her family chooses to keep the boy's condition a secret from Amicia and the Inquisition, a religious group that wants to control the Prima Macula. During a walk in the forest, the family dog is killed by a group of rats. Amicia goes to tell her mother what happened when a knight named Nicholas, along with the Inquisition, arrive at the de Rune estate, demanding to know Hugo's whereabouts. When Robert doesn't comply, he's executed in front of Amicia. Beatrice helps the kids escape and asks them to look for Laurentius, the doctor who helped Hugo with his condition. The duo finds Laurentius on his deathbed. He tells the children about the curse in Hugo's blood and how rats infest France. Before dying, he asks Amicia to keep Hugo away from the Inquisition and finish her mother's work by finding a cure for the curse. Hugo and Amicia are joined on their journey by Laurentius' apprentice, Lucas. The group learns that the Grand Inquisitor is hunting down Hugo to take the curse from him in hopes of ruling the world. During their journey, the trio is captured by the Inquisition but escape with the help of siblings, Melee and Arthur. As Hugo's illness worsens, Lucas starts working on an elixir to help him. He mentions that a cure can be found in an ancient book inside a university. Amicia leaves Hugo behind with Lucas to look for the ancient text. At the university, Amicia learns that the Grand Inquisitor is also there to look for the book and has captured a blacksmith's son, Roderick, to help open the door that leads to it. Amicia rescues Roderick, who helps her open the door, but the duo encounters the Grand Inquisitor. Luckily, they are able to escape the Inquisition with the book in hand. As Amicia returns to regroup with the rest of the gang, she is told that her mother Beatrice is still alive and is held captive by the Inquisition. The group decides to keep this information a secret from Hugo, but he overhears the conversation. As Hugo's illness becomes worse, Amicia and Lucas travel back to the de Rune estate where they hope to craft the elixir to cure Hugo. With the elixir ready, the two return to Hugo, but he vanished. Amicia learns that Hugo went out to look for his mother and has now been captured by the Inquisition. The Grand Inquisitor injects himself with Hugo's blood and now has the power to control the infected rats. Hugo is able to find his mother and helps her get out of her confinement cell, but both are captured while trying to escape. The Inquisition is then able to brainwash Hugo and put him up against Amicia, but he comes back to his senses and doesn't kill her. Arthur is then killed by Nicholas, but Hugo kills the knight by controlling the rats. The group decides to take the fight to the Inquisition and rescue Beatrice. They sneak into the Bastion, and Roderick dies, trying to get everyone inside. The group find the Grand Inquisitor holding Beatrice in a cage. Here, Hugo and the Grand Inquisitor have a grand final battle using thousands of rats that they both can control. Amicia and Hugo are able to defeat the Grand Inquisitor in the end and save their mother. 3 days later, the rats had gone and the plague is over. The general public was still skeptical about Hugo, so the group leave in search of a new place to call home. Thus begins A Plague Tale Requiem. That's all for now. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next episode of Respawn Recap.